Big brother, it's big brother, it's my brother, it's your brother, it's our brother, it's his brother, it's her brother, it's their brother. Run past the gravy, bro.
What's going on, gang? It is Past Gravy Bro, and we are back for another eviction recap. Our girl Riley's gone.
Yes.
She's gone, and she's not coming back, but she doesn't ever have to go to that pesky nether region ever again. Joining us tonight, joining me and Emma tonight, it's Allison. Did you think we were just going to let you hang out for a little bit?
I wanted to ask.
Like, your girl Alice is also gone, I guess.
She's not coming back.
Just
kidding.
It was too much estrogen last night on the show. I'm taking over. No. What's going on, guys? Thanks everybody for joining us. I don't know. I was telling her, we were talking about it beforehand. I feel like this could be a kind of a quick episode recap, just because you girls kind of broke down everything that happened in the episode. You saw Hisam kind of try into. I think Julie had a pretty funny line. It was like, Hisam's HOH duties were all but over for the week, but nobody told Hisam that.
Classic.
That
is comedy.
That was comedy. That was comedy. I think if we're talking comedy, the most comedic part of it all had to be Cameron thinking that Felicia is Denzel Washington's sister, right?
I don't think
He's convinced.
I can see it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't see it at all.
I mean, that was New York, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, not like that.
No, I said that. Not like that.
I could see it when he said the thing about the way that she talks, and they showed her and she did that like downturned mouth thing while she was talking, and I was like, okay.
I can see it.
But like overall, is a swing and a miss.
It's a stretch to think that, she would come onto a reality TV show.
And then let me cite all the other times it's happened. Remember Frankie Grande?
That whole one time.
There was, that was it, but still.
That whole
all
one
the
time.
Celebrities on Celebrity Big Brother, huh?
Before Frankie Grande, before Ariana Grande was like really big because she was just on Nickelodeon then. She wasn't a singer.
I knew Frankie Grande before I knew Ariana Grande.
Don't you feel silly?
I do now.
The original Grande.
You next.
The OG.
That being Felicia is not Denzel Washington's sister. Overall, though, I feel like this was we already kind of knew the drama, I guess, because of the feeds and everything, but it was a really good way that they played it out, I feel like, on the show, for as much as they had to kind of cram into one 60-minute episode. I do feel like, if I want to harp on one thing that I want to gripe about, I guess, I feel like they didn't show how indecisive at times that Suri was. They tried to show a little bit of it, but Suri was fucking flip-flopping like a mofo over the last couple of days.
Yeah. It was, I think, 10 a.m. yesterday that they had officially decided, and there wasn't much going back and forth after then, that they were going to evict Riley. But between 8 p.m. Tuesday to 10 a.m. yesterday, that's actually, wait, no, that can't be right. It was 10 a.m. today.
Nothing.
I was like, yeah.
No, this isn't school.
I'm upset they didn't show that. I wanted to see Nicole in the storage room on her whole rant.
Yeah, that was weird that wasn't more of a focal point. I felt like it should have been. It's an all-time GIF now. Up there with Dave Vaughn walking out of the door. And then Rachel's sister spitting a coffee.
Yes, so good.
Yeah, Angela brings up a good point that Big Brother is a really different game than Survivor. She, as in Suri, is still on a learning curve, I feel. I saw somebody talk about that earlier this week, how that she has been flip-flopping, and they were saying the pace of Survivor, where you only have the 30 days. So it is you're boom, okay, hey, well,
we have hours before
so and so is that and if you watch Survivor now, half of the tribal council is then
oh yeah,
because they don't have enough time to They don't
I
have
love
any
a live
team.
tribal council. I love those.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And then like when they're trying to like make signals, and you're like, you don't, I can tell what you're saying. We can all hear you. You're not being secretive. But like, you have like a 1 day in between, so you don't have to, like Big Brother. The beauty of Big Brother and the chaos of Big Brother is that you have to kind of marinate in your decision. Where like we're watching this play out on Thursday, that was done basically Sunday, except for when Suri was like, "Do we go back or this way or this way or this way?" And I'm not saying Suri is not the favorite to win, because Suri is absolutely still like it's her game to lose.
Yeah,
but it is just kind of funny to see that like she was incredibly indecisive. That doesn't mean that she didn't make the right decision in keeping Cameron over Riley, but I felt like they like for her being Queen Suri, like she wasn't as Queen Suri as she could have been when she was flip flopping. Where like you brought a whole group of the house to like go with you, and now you're like, nah, we're not. JK,
now some doors are open.
I mean, Queen Suri, and the fact that she was able to flip the vote twice in 1 week.
That's true.
Yeah.
Bow down.
She also mentioned, I think she said it on the feeds, that she was like, there's in Survivor they have 6 hours, and on Big Brother they have 6 days to flip the vote. So like it's way different, and I think like she noticed it. So
maybe she's so good at flipping the vote that like
she was like, I gotta do this.
Whatevs, dude. I'll flip it back. I'll flip it back if I want to. Maybe I'll flip it again, and I'll flip it again. I don't know.
Yeah.
How many times can I flip it?
Yeah. But I mean, I do like the point that feeding Hisam's ego is just going to make backdooring him. He's going to expect it less.
Yeah, no, and that was a good way to point it out in the DR that, like, I mean, you don't really get to see that always in feeds if they don't explain it directly. But the way it was like, like he could be, his guard is all the way up, or we're just like, fuck you, dude, you're out.
I'm worried they're gonna throw the comp for Izzy.
I mean, Izzy would do it.
I mean, she couldn't stop saying I'm gonna do it, but I don't want her to win HOH.
Yeah, I think that it's good long-term gameplay. I think like it is playing the long game to, I mean, 2 weeks at least. Like had they have flipped it on him, he was gonna gun for everything. He would know what was up. This way, at least there's like Riley had a chance to win.
Yeah.
And so getting her out's not bad. And he just thinks that he was successful in that everybody loved the way that he acted.
Yeah.
Which is so dumb.
Yeah, so there's some talk about the votes. Being wanted to know if this is going to be another season of voting sheep.
Yes.
And then
So far,
then Ashley saying she can't believe that Matt voted Riley out. She did say to Julie in the interview that like she told them not to like risk their game or put their game on the line or possibly get themselves in any trouble. Which is like just vote for me.
A hinky vote does not risk your game unless you're. I mean, I guess like a pity vote.
Hinky vote. I would only hinky vote.
There would be,
and then I would go home, or my people would go home because I was.
Oh my god! If I were Cameron, I would have hinky voted. Or America. I am glad America finally got some screen time because she has been in it.
She's a member now.
Yeah, she's been doing pretty good at like playing the middle with Corey, and they finally showed it. And God, she should have been the hinky vote. Also, she is. I think people are realizing that she's more of a threat than
she's just laying low. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Brother is so funny where we just write off a lot of people over the years where you're just like the first 3 weeks, like, dude, that guy didn't do anything. But then when they do play, like Izzy's playing too hard. So it's like no middle ground. Like we're either like we just prejudge so fast where it's like, bro, like you're a floater. It's like that's Casey. 2 weeks. It's two. Yeah, Casey was. I mean, Derek.
Casey is the I'm gonna lay low success story.
Derek.
No one else has done it.
Levasseur probably had the best game, like through and through in Big Brother. Like just like safest, like most dominant. Not ever really a doubt.
Because on the outside he was doing that, but on the inside he knew he wasn't doing that.
Yeah. I think Dan had the most fun win as a Big Brother, but like Casey also I think had the most like strategic like excellence. Like, and if you look back, maybe Andy Herron, if you really want to be weird, that's a hot take. I feel like because Andy, you're like, no, he played it right, and Steve kind of did the same thing. You just got to hope you get the right person
Those
out
are
at the end.
people, like bouncing back, like Casey
Right.
literally just.
But Casey was
low.
like, I'm gonna lay low the whole till jury, and then I'm gonna ball the fuck out, get tight with the alliance. But hey, I'm not a threat because I haven't been winning comps. Like, why would you get me out? I'm not winning. Oh, psych, I'm gonna win them all, and now we're good.
Yeah.
Casey was one of the best Big Brother wins, even though I thought Tyler should have won over her. She was incredibly deserving because of everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And connections.
But that's the point of us watching is judging them.
That's true. That's
judging them harshly.
Andy truly got lucky. A lot of, I mean, Big Brother is largely based on luck.
Yeah.
Like, you got to hope the right people are thrown in the house with you. You got to hope that you talk to the right people. Sometimes you got to hope that you walk in the house with the same group of people. Like, you know, like where there's like, hey, you and me work together. And then there's seasons where that ends up being a final two because they walked in the house. Like, you just got to hope that the first bed you put your bag down on is next to somebody that's going to align with you. Like, there's a lot of luck that goes into Big Brother.
I mean,
skill definitely too, but like Andy getting lucky, like Andy strategically moved throughout that game, and like it was luck because sometimes you have to like bet the right horse and just hope that they win. But like he was hitting the right wagon every single time.
Told him he was their number one.
That's true.
Literally everyone on his season told him he was their number one. So like
Josh's luck, yes.
Yeah, Josh was luck in that Paul was an ass.
It's the lesser of two evils.
Just hope that whoever you're next to at the end is a huge dick.
So you can.
But you guys like remember how much of a dick he was, huh?
Just encourage them to go bang pots and pans and be like, I can't believe he did that. Ew.
Remember the 10-minute period where Josh took Paul at the end, and everybody was like, "What an idiot! Yeah. What an idiot! There's no chance." And then as the votes are just happening, you're like, "Oh no! oh, that's way too many for Josh. Oh man!
Oh no, another one! Oh no!
Same outfit.
Yeah, that was wild. So good. That was wild. But that's enough about previous seasons. Delicious. Yeah, Heisem, kind of unraveling here, but it's the beginning. We're seeing like the thread. It's like when you the cartoon of like when you pull the shirt thread and it would just undo the entire thing. Like, we're seeing the thread come out right now. Nobody's grabbed it yet. Yeah.
If you would like to destroy his sweater, just pull the thread and walk away.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. He's really Weezer. Make them put the Rivers Cuomo on him if you'd like to destroy my sweater.
Just actively destroying my own sweater.
We'll post the meme and we'll just make if you know, you know.
Merch.
At Past Grade Bro. Go follow us. By
the way, the length of time it took me to find a good screenshot or screen grab of Heisem looking nonplussed in his like little bandana was way too long. It was a full like ADHD hyper focus.
Not that one.
Yeah. It's like I was too happy in that one. Oh, it was a good face, but he's wearing the party Michael.
That was great.
No, it is. It's perfect.
It's great. Great meme game by Allison. It was perfection.
Didn't even come up with it. It was Angela.
What else are we missing? I feel like we're seeing the downfall of Heisem. I really think that Corey, we saw a lot of brownie points that Corey, I feel like, is getting his come up on the show right now because Corey has been kind of the connector between a lot of the house where he is feeding the information, and it's going to be who does he feed the wrong information to eventually, because I think that's going to be Corey's downfall, is that he's going to share the right information with the wrong person, and then it's going to bite him in the ass.
I think that because like even I guess this was happening earlier today before they cut the feeds. Riley was still Riley did not know she was getting evicted until the feeds cut, at least. She had to have been told in the lockdown before the show started, or like maybe even once the show started, because like she said bye in her speech, so she for sure knew she was leaving.
And then I don't know if you saw in Heisem's speech. If you are watching this, you have been evicted.
Obviously.
Thanks, dude.
Refused to to listen to what he said because I just can't anymore. But
You're golden. You're
yeah,
worthy.
You're worthy and you're golden.
And you're
yeah, you're worthy and you're golden. Before the feeds cut today, she was telling Jared that Corey was for sure on her side and like Corey wouldn't be the person that would lie to her face. Like, come on, we know Corey. He can't lie to my face. And it's like,
He's not muscular.
he been lying to your face though.
Right.
Oh, sweet. Sweetheart.
Ashley says, can we talk about the amount of times Heisem says the word right? It drives me insane. He feels like a character that, from Portlandia. Like
Fred Armisen.
he feels like a character that Fred Armisen would play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Heisem would be
look like him with
top
the reverse
Portlandia.
Cuomo glasses.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be perfect.
Yeah.
But he does seem like somebody that Fred Armisen would be playing as like a bit where it's just like, what are you doing? Why are you being so direct, but not direct at all? And then why are you lying to me?
Right.
And why are you saying this weird shit?
I put you on the block. How are you feeling? How can I do to help you?
What can I take me off? Well, I'm not going to do that. But like, how can I also help you? Besides,
want a
well,
soda pop?
that's about it. That's
You
about
want
it.
to pop?
You want to pop?
You want to pop? Yeah, he's there. I think I've seen people saying that, like, if you were to do a drinking game of every time you said right, you die.
Or interrupted someone.
But I think he says right a lot because he's just trying to pretend like
Right.
he's convincing them. Like, see this weird idea that I'm throwing out there. It's not crazy, right? Right? We need to get this person out, right?
Matt's
Right?
next, right?
Ma'am, you're saying a thing. I'm going to interrupt you. What were your thoughts on today's show?
Right?
It was pretty great, right?
It was awesome,
I think
right?
it was great.
He just cut everybody off. Ask you
Right?
a question. No chance to answer it.
I'm
And, you know,
so glad you agree with me.
I didn't. What I said,
I
huh?
didn't. I was asking you the question.
Good. Then we're all in agreement.
He just like starts conversations with. So I'm glad we all agree that our targets next week will be Blue and Jag. Like, there's no lead up to it. It's just like I'm just so glad we all agree. Like, right? They're
Right.
the targets.
And
right?
I texted our group that we have during the show where he was like, I just haven't really got to know the other side of the house. And I was like, you mean you've been HOH and have like they didn't show it a ton on the show, but he's forced them into multiple one-on-ones pretty much the whole house all week to be like, you ain't shit. Basically need to cut you down if he's not working with you, to be like, we're all together on this, right? Right? We're all together on this, right? And that's pretty much what he's done. So it's like, you've talked at these people. You have just not taken in anything about like who they are, but he's spoken at people. He just hasn't ever listened. And it was like, that was the most Heisem thing in the whole episode, really, besides the like Jag and Blue, huh?
I just like it further like just shows that like Riley was not the issue in dividing the house. Riley is not why he got stuck with the old people, which he's so big mad that he's not 30.
Yeah, what did you say?
Really
You like he wanted to be
wants
20 so bad.
So
So
bad.
upset that he's not 20. He's not in his 20s. He's so pissed about it. And like he's blaming that on Riley, but sir, you don't connect with people because you just talk at them. Nobody would want to be on your side anyway.
Also, you weren't in that bedroom, okay?
Love
Started. It wasn't because they all decided to not talk to the old people. It was, hey, 5 of us are in this bedroom and we chat a lot. Let's start here.
Yeah.
And Riley,
And they started there.
Riley getting any blame for like what she did as her HOH is insane to me still. Where it's
Because she
just
didn't
it's
nominate
a yeah,
anyone.
she didn't nominate anybody. None of those people were because of her. It was literally like, we got last place, and I had to take 2 people down. I'm sorry.
And there was
It
an old
was-
young on the block.
Yeah,
It
it
wasn't
was
nice to me either.
very
So it wasn't
It
a
was-
direct shot at him.
yeah. Well,
If she
like,
left him
what-
on the block last week, okay, I understand him being pissed. None of that happened.
Tyson, let her say something.
Sorry. I'm on my Heisem shit.
I was just gonna say what her first HOH was with forming a big alliance is stereotypical. Like it's what a first HOH is. You win HOH and people come talk to you and want to work with you.
It's true, yeah. There was no different than anybody else. So she didn't
Yeah.
start World War III. Yeah, I'm very confused on his. I mean, I'm not. He's just doing it to.
He's petty. He's a
Yeah.
bitter petty patty.
Yeah,
A bitter Betty and a petty Patty.
Well, 2-1, yeah.
2 for 1. We'll column A, we'll column B.
So yeah, we did have the 12-0 vote. Riley's out. Obviously, since they revealed the secret, the Jared and Suri secret, she's not coming back via buyback, so she's done for the year. But yeah, that's pretty much like the. I guess I did write that Bowie said "Good day, Julie," so I'm really gonna try and start keeping track of how many times she tries to be Australian. I mean, she is Australian.
That's gonna be your thing all season.
I mean, I get that, but it's like I like when they lean into it. Like Cameron, put the cowboy hat on tonight for Eviction.
Yeah. Space
I
Cowboy.
swear to God, I Blue that I can't expect anything else to come out of Blue's mouth. She's gonna call Julie Girly Pop at least once this season. Julie Girly Pop, slay!
Girly Pop, you're really serving C. Okay, so yeah, she does look like a Bratz doll, but she also looks like she looked like Britney Spears. And then I went flashback to the costumes, and I was like, "Well, was she in a costume last night, or is she just?"
I will never.
90s?
I'll never be sure either way.
I
will
world may
never
never
be sure
know.
either way about those costumes because.
Also, shout out to CBS for telling Matt to get up and go back to the.
It was very quick this time. They didn't like the backlash of people feeling bad for him.
No, Julie was like uncomfortable telling him, "Okay, you can go back now. Go back and
go on get."
Now.
Maybe they put a light. Because honestly, there's a light. I noticed this because we talked about this yesterday. Well, I mean, I knew that it was there, but I guess they like put 2 and 2 together. There's always been a red and green light on the storage room because they lock it. So visual clues of red and green light, they're not like they're used to those. Just put them in more places.
Yeah, I think so.
That'd be easy. Well, I mean, he was the only one who she's like, "You can go now." So I mean, if that's the quickest way to do it, that makes sense.
Yeah, but it was just
you're just not used to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy for him. I guess that's probably.
It's like when Jeff started saying, "Come on in," instead of "Come on in, guys," and we're like, "Oh."
I never
it
even
just sounds.
noticed.
Yeah, I didn't either. And then
he made
when
like
they
a big
stopped,
speech about it. He asked them.
Yeah, but because remember, I can't remember his name. The dude that like they thought about it, he left, came back, and then he's like, Jeff, real fast. I just wanted to say I think we should do this.
Yeah,
and then he changed it, and I was like, I didn't even notice it until now, and now I'm like, come on in, guys.
He was the high school.
Is it like Ramiro?
Something.
I don't remember.
He was cool.
He just became really insufferable towards the end.
But he was good at good at Survivor. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
he would probably been a really good Survivor.
It would be. That's what I'm saying. I think he was like a Heisman.
He and Allison would have teamed up, and they would have been so mean to people.
So petty.
They would have been so mean.
They would have.
Oh, I noticed that you didn't put your fork where I wanted you to put it.
Gray hair unite.
You're out.
You're out.
Do you think Heisman acknowledges the fact that his hair is gray? No.
No.
They should just hire Allison to come up with the accommodations.
Yes.
I do have to meet accommodations and find accommodations for my students all the time, so I'm very used to it. 504, IAP, what up, what up?
It'd be I feel like a lucrative job.
Surprise you. This sounds
I gotta Google that.
That would be funny.
Everyone's related to
Could you imagine?
But like they wouldn't hide that from us.
No, they've not talked about Corey at all.
They mentioned it.
No.
Yeah, he said his brother was on Survivor.
I don't remember that.
In the intro.
Yeah, he mentioned it in the intro, but because Zach's not on the show, I think they haven't really gone into it. But I did want to say, so Bean said something about it, and then Alex, you also said something about revealing the Suri Jared relationship is just dashing battle back or buyback hopes.
Battle back bubble.
Yeah, bursting his battle back bubble is what Bean said. And Alex, you said yep, there it is. We found it. That when she says that, it's obviously that's not about. I don't think this is going to be a jury one. I think it's going to be a jury battle back. I don't think it'll be pre-jury. I
wants
think
to read
they're
it
gonna
then.
try to wait until like we're still
Unless
kind
they
of in summer programming, and I think that because they're trying to beef up their like primetime fall lineup, I think that they're gonna wait until it's like a jury one, not pre-jury. But that's literally just a thought of mine and is not based on anything.
But I can
We're taking it as fact, though.
Yes, you're the
I
expert.
mean, that's
You-
fine.
You spoiler girl, BB spoiler girl would say that was factual, and then she'd be like, "I told you so." And she said that there would be old competitions would come back this year, and she was dunking on everybody and telling us that she told us so. And I was like, "Well, you didn't say the pressure cooker specifically. You said old competitions, which is literally every season."
This is true. I can't wait for pressure cooker to come back.
Yeah, that was maybe the most exciting part of the entire episode, honestly.
I got literal goosebumps because I am a nerd.
I just want to go back and watch the old one now.
Well, let's do it.
There's
Yeah.
an activity for tonight
an
while we're
activity.
editing this.
Yeah. I think it's
Until the
great.
feeds come back. When the feeds go down this weekend, just be like, I'm gonna go watch the old pressure cooker. Yeah, Paramount Plus. Why not?
Yeah.
Kate has a fun fact for us. She said that tomorrow is the anniversary of the original "Bye Bye Bitches" said by Janelle.
We'll have to
It
check
was Janelle. Yeah.
Fun little fact.
Fun
A
little
fact.
And then Bean is adding on what you said earlier about the jury buyback. He says the jury battle back is cheaper since they're already quarantined.
I like the use of quarantine versus sequestered.
It's a new world, baby.
This quarantine, the post-COVID world.
And then Todd says, relatively new. What is the pressure cooker? Allison, if you had to explain the pressure cooker to somebody like Todd, how would you simplify it?
In the pressure cooker. So the pressure cooker is a giant glass box or plastic, but whatever. It's a giant plexiglass box. And they all stand around it because it's not actually that giant, but they can fit inside. And they have to hold a button. And they can't take their finger off the button. And it went on for like 17 hours, I think.
Yeah.
Like a wild amount of time. And throughout the time, like, if you had to pee, so sorry. And also, you could only leave in threes. So even if you were out, you were still stuck in the pressure cooker until other people got out with you. And I mean, it was just great. And then they like gave them prizes. There were like, I want to say there were like treasure chests or something in the center. And so it was like in the order of you getting out, you got to pick one to open, and some were prizes. I think Janelle got like a year subscription to Netflix or something. It was like back when Netflix first started, and so it was like the DVDs. And somebody else got like a bar cart, like mixing thing, and so Janelle got drunk in the pressure cooker off of those things.
Yeah.
She got drunk in the box.
In the box. And then weren't some of them like not punishments for them, but like a stink bomb or something?
Yeah. Some of them were good and some of them were really bad. And so it was just like.
And this was back when Big Brother was like, they didn't have the production. Not that they had, I mean, like, I don't know if you guys saw the portals that they have. The production value is in like one special effect thing.
Time traveling.
Or a Christmas
Wait, that
special.
wasn't real?
Oh, spoiler alert, my bad. A little behind the scenes.
No, that's
Now you can't unsee it.
No,
But like it was back then on Big Brother, it was like they would have them like use whiteboards.
Yeah.
To, like write with like dry erase markers, like numbers, like guess who was closest in age. And you're like, what? Okay.
I mean,
and it was like, or like they do like basically like musical chairs or some shit like that. And it was just cheap, very low budget. And the pressure cooker was pretty low budget. It was very simple, but it was absolutely electric.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the box.
It's like a
And you can see the little prizes in the middle.
Very low production.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
I think
electric.
it's like PVC pipe and plastic.
Yeah. I mean, that's like, I miss some of the like low production value things. Like,
Me too.
I get slop, but at the same time, they really it had the same exact effect when they were on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yes.
Like,
I
same
agree.
thing.
The slop seems way worse.
Well, I miss also just getting to vote for like the second treat. You know, it's always like sardines
Yeah.
and salmon.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
You'd be on the live chat.
Swedish fish.
You'd be on the live chat. Yeah, it'd be sardines and Swedish fish. And like that was the only,
Oh.
that was what they got.
Pig's feet and pumpernickels.
Yeah. Ashley corrected me if you want to pin her comment. It was Bo that got drunk in the box. And yeah, had to pee. But couldn't get out until more people let their finger off the button.
Otherwise, you would have to just pee in that bottle on
They-
national
They
television.
had luxury comps basically,
They do
but the
miss
have-not
luxury
comps.
Do you remember the competition in season 8 where they had to get naked and Danny and Evil Dick were there, and it was like, that's my dad on the other side of the wall because they just separated with like some fake wall.
I don't remember that.
They had
That
to get
might be a
naked.
season that I skipped.
That's a good one.
good
You gotta
one.
go back and watch that.
I know.
With
But yeah,
America's
there's
Player.
some good ones. That was also like, they haven't done in a while where it was like, how bad do you want it? Those videos where like
Yeah.
Chicken George shaved his head. It was like
Yeah.
guys had
Taylor
to shave
shaved
their
his
head.
head.
Yeah, or like slop for the rest of the season.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
girls had to dye their hair green or something.
Yeah.
I
Which
missed
is so. I was gonna say it's so interesting because on current seasons of Amazing Race, they will like it's never been different like for men or women on Amazing Race. It is still to this day when it's some of those like roadblocks or whatever, you have to shave your head. And it's like it's an extra thing, so like it's not necessarily, but it's like to get an advantage. And so like women will shave their head on Amazing Race. Absolutely, I would for $1 million or like
Yeah.
$750,000. Shave this bitch. Half of it's already shaved.
Shave it all. It's just
Take
hair.
the rest of it.
I do miss the black box where that used to be every single season, where it was just dark and then you get to see the night vision of the
Yeah.
mud or whatever it was. And that was
Didn't
usually
they
fairly
call
early,
it-
Last year?
but they don't do it every year. They used to do it.
Yeah.
They used
It
to do
was
it every
super
year.
early.
It was like
I hope they have
OTEV.
it this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like that's about it. I mean, there's no HOH to talk about. Depending on that, we're gonna have some chaos. We're rooting for the chaos. I think it might just be me and Allison and Chris on Sunday night. Emma's gonna be out of town in Miami.
Miami.
And Benito on Miami.
Oh,
I'll be coming back Sunday, but
She may be a little
I'm
hungover.
tired.
well, no, I just
She's recovering. Yeah, a little
Maybe not.
relaxation.
Good trip.
maybe I'll be responsible. Gosh,
Maybe.
don't count me out.
I'm saying you shouldn't have to be. You should get to
I
enjoy it.
just mean traveling in and of itself makes me tired.
Right.
I'm an introvert,
You're gonna
so
have to be like going ham in Miami.
I'm gonna have to.
In my- oh, that is good.
Ooh.
It happened as I said.
That-
Sometimes I don't even know where my sentence is going to
Well,
take
hang
me.
on,
I
hang
just
on.
find it along the way.
That's what I
Use
want.
that this weekend a lot.
Yes,
We're going ham in Miami.
I'll be like.
That's an Instagram post right there. But I guess that's it for
Yeah,
us.
Still bunnies on the feed.
Thank you.
You get Kate is giving you permission to be irresponsible. So,
I
to be responsible for
appreciate
Kate. If for anyone, it's for Kate.
Cheers to the Gravesters.
And Allison, you have homework from Angela is to watch season 8.
It's like one of the very few I haven't seen, and it is on my list to watch.
so good.
I forget to watch it sometimes because I've seen so many of the seasons now.
Fighting,
And
burning with cigarettes. There's romance.
yeah, I know. Well, and I know about a lot of it. I remember that he like Evil Dick firefight someone, right?
Yeah, where he's like, I'm gonna put the cigarette out on you, and she's like, nah. I think it was
still.
the first unitard.
Oh,
Fun fact.
Yeah.
I still have a blanket that got burned when I was fireflied at our prom after party.
Ooh.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
We're the
You
same
love
problem after
that.
party.
Wow.
Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah. You think we're not a tight knit group? Clearly,
You are
very
not. Alex is not the one who
was not me.
I'm
Yeah,
past
it
I would
surprised.
never. I would never.
Sure,
I'm
Jan.
a gentleman and a scholar.
It really wasn't him.
One of those things is true.
Oh,
Up to you to guess.
I guess yeah, that'll be it for us tonight. Join us. Join us on Sunday for our HOH recap episode and our week 3 power rankings. Who's going to take the top? Is it still going to be Sari? We'll find out. Or Heisam.
I
Heisam
would
is
love
yours.
to see Heisam
We'll find
out.
out.
Power rankings.
Give us a follow online. We are at Pass the Gravy Bro on socials, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Threads. Give us follows there. I'm at Alex J. Middleton on all socials. Emma's at Little EM Tweets on Twitter and at Emma Lawler on Instagram. Allison's at Almar7490 on Instagram and Affable Allison something on Twitter.
No, that's it. On Twitter. This is what you need to write down. This is what we
Yeah,
stumbled over yesterday.
It's all up in your noggin. Scholar.
There you go.
We found out.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, have a great rest of your night. Have an awesome weekend. We'll talk to you guys on Sunday. Don't forget to tune into those feeds. If you haven't watched the feeds, they've been absolutely electric. And until we talk to you next time, you're worthy. You're pure gold.
Pure gold.
Pass the gravy, bros.
Big brother, it's big brother. It's my brother, it's your brother, it's our brother. It's his brother, it's her brother, it's their brother. On Pass the Gravy Bro.